Good day everyone, my name is Roxan Serrano from 2nd year BS and Math C. My presentation is about swimming. First, what is swimming? Swimming is a recreation in sports, propulsions of the body through water by combining arms and leg motions and the natural flotation of the body. Swimming is one of the most popular sports. People can swim in the sea, swimming pools, rivers, and lakes. People swim for exercise, for fun, and as a sports. Swimming is recreational sports na pag-abante ng katawan sa tubig gamit ang pinagsamang kamay at paa. Ang swimming ay isa sa pinaka-popular na sports. Pwede din gawin itong exercise, sa katuwaan, at sa sports. Next, history of swimming. Swimming can be dated back to the Stone Age, but did not truly become an organized sport until the early 19th century. It is part of the first modern Olympic Games in 1896 in Athens. Competitive swimming in Britain started around 1830, mostly using breaststroke. Ang history of swimming ay naimbento noong pang Stone Age, ngunit hindi pa ito na-considera na sports hanggang sa 19th century. Next, at naging part ito ng modernong Olympic Games noong 1896 sa Athens. At sa Britanya noong 1830 at kadalasan ginagamit ang breaststroke. Next, equipment needed in swimming. Swimsuit, swimming caps, swimming goggles, air plugs, and nose clip. Last, fins, paddle, and boards. Ayan yung mga equipment na need for swimming. Next, basic stroke and skills in swimming. Front crawl. Front crawl is the fastest swimming stroke. The front crawl has three parts: the flutter kick, the rotating arm stroke, and the rhythmic breathing. Kung makikita nyo sa pictures, ito yung mga position ng front crawl. Ang front crawl ay pinakamabilis na swimming stroke. Ang front crawl ay may tatlong parts ng flutter, kick, rotating arm stroke, rhythmic breathing. Next. The flutter kick begins at the hips and flows to the feet. As one of the foot moves downwards, the other comes up in the fluttering rhythm. Kick from the hips and tight, not from the knee. During the downward part of the kick, your ankles stay relaxed, toes are pointed behind you, and your knee is slightly bent. The flutter kick, nagsisimula ito sa baywang at dumadaloy papunta sa paa, at ang isang paa ay gumagalaw pababa at ang kabila naman ay tumataas sa isang fluttering ritmo. Next, arm stroke. Arm stroke for front crawl. Front crawl for arm stroke. Most of the forward motions of the front crawl comes from the arm stroke, which has three phases: catch, power, and recovery. To begin the catch, slightly bend your right wrist and elbow as you move the entire arms downward. Have your palm facing away from your body. Keep your elbow, hand, and wrist fixed in these positions. Your hand should be directly in line with your shoulder. Ang arm stroke, kadalasan sa pag-abante ng galaw ng front crawl ay nanggaling sa arm stroke. At meron itong tatlong klase: catch, power, and recovery. Next, breathing coordinations for front crawl. Swimmers doing the front crawl use a breathing rhythm of one breath for every 1, 2, 3, or more arm cycle. Practice taking a breath for every set of arm cycle on the same side. Ang breathing and coordinations, ang mga swimmer ay gumagawa ng front crawl ay gumagamit ng breathing rhythm. Next, the breaststroke. People like the breaststroke because the conserves energy. They can keep their head above water, and it can be done for longer distances. It uses a whip kick and a shallow arm pull. So, ang breaststroke, ang mga swimmer ay gusto ang mga breaststroke dahil mas matipid ito sa enerhiya, kaya nitong panatilihin ang kanilang ulo sa ibabaw ng tubig at pwede itong gawin kahit mahabang distansya. Next, kick. Kick for breaststroke. The whip kick starts in the glide position. Bring your heels toward the hips at about a 45-degree angles, just beneath but not breaking the water surface. Keeping your knee bent, spread your knees until they are no farther apart than hip width. Your feet must be farther apart than your knees. Keep your ankles fully flexed and your toes pointed outward. Ang whip kick ay nagsisimula sa glide position. Ilagay ang heels papunta sa baywang ng 45-degree angle sa ilalim na hindi lumalabas sa surface ng tubig. Next, arm stroke. Arm stroke, start from the prone float with your arms out straight, wrist slightly bent, and finger pointed downward. Turn your hands to a slightly palms out position. Ang arm stroke, ito ay nagsisimula sa prone float na ang iyong braso ay pantay at ang kamay naman ay medyo nakabend at ang mga daliri ay nakaturo pababa. Next, breathing and coordinations. Breathing and coordination, then bend your arms a little at the elbows as the palms and arm push out and down until your hands are farther apart than the width of your shoulders. The arm pull should feel as though you are grabbing the water ahead of you and pulling yourself forward until your head passes your hands. Next, breathing and coordination. While doing the breaststroke, you should exhale slowly in the water between breath, your chin, and face back in the water. Between the catch and the power pace, lift your chin out of the water. Finish exhaling and quickly take a breath as your arms begin the recovery pace. Place your chin and face back in the water. Kung makikita nyo dyan sa picture, yan yung position ng breathing and coordination for breaststroke. Ang breathing and coordination, habang ginagawa ang breaststroke, kailangan mong mag-exhale ng mabagal sa tubig. Sa pagitan ng iyong paghinga, ang iyong baba at mukha ay nakalubog sa tubig. Next, side stroke. Side stroke. The side stroke is a good long-distance stroke with a long restful glide. Kung makikita nyo sa picture, yan yung position ng side stroke. Side stroke ay magandang long-distance stroke na may mahabang pahinga sa glide. Next, kick. Kick for side stroke. The scissor kick is a powerful kick that provides a resting period between arm stroke. To do a scissor kick, bring your knees together and then bend them as you bring your lower legs and heels toward the buttocks. So, ang scissor kick ay malakas na sipa na nagbibigay ng pahinga sa pagitan ng arm stroke. Next, without pushing, move your legs into catch positions. Move your top leg forward and your bottom leg back until your legs and knees are straight. Next, arm stroke. Start in the glide position on your side with one ear in the water and nose, mouth, and other ear out of the water. With your body on its side, straighten the leading bottom arms to its full length with your ear resting on your shoulder and your palm. So, arm stroke for side stroke, nagsisimula ito sa glide position. Sa iyong gilid at iyong tenga ay nasa tubig, ganun din ang iyong ilong, bibig, at isang tenga na nasa labas ng tubig. Next, the trailing top arm should rest comfortably alongside your body with the hand above the thigh. Turn the palm of the leading arm until it's the vertical with a thumb on top. Next, breathing and coordinations. Breathing coordination in side stroke. In the side stroke, the arm stroke and scissor kick are combined so that the legs are down, up, as a leading and trailing arms move toward the chest. To help coordinate your arms and legs in the side stroke, remember the press, pull, kick, and glide. So, within coordination sa side stroke, ang arm stroke at scissor kick ay pinaghalo para sa mga legs ay manguna at sa likod ang mga kamay na gumagalaw paunahan sa dibdib. Next, with your training arms straight and your legs apart for the scissor kick, the power paces for the both trailing arms and kick begin and end at the same time. Next, elementary backstroke. The elementary backstroke is another restful stroke, a good one to use when you need to swim for a longer period of time. Yan ang position for the elementary backstroke kung makikita niyo sa pictures. Elementary backstroke. Ang elementary backstroke ang isang restful stroke at magandang gamitin kung ikaw ay lalangoy ng mahabang oras. Kick. Kick for elementary backstroke. The elementary backstroke uses the whip kick. Floating on your back, spread your knees no farther apart than hip width. Drop your heels by bending your knees, keeping them just below the surface. Turn your feet so your toes are pointing out and your ankles are fully flexed up. So, ang elementary backstroke ay gumagamit ng whip kick. Ang pag-float ng iyong likod, ibuka ang iyong mga tuhod na hindi lalayo sa iyong balakang at ibaba ang iyong heels at ibaluktod ang iyong tuhod na panatiling nasa ilalim ng tubig. Next, arm stroke for elementary backstroke. The arm stroke for the elementary backstroke is simple. Start on your back in the glide positions. Keep your legs straight with your toes pointed and have your arms at your side with your hand on your thighs. Arm stroke. Ang arm stroke para sa elementary backstroke ay simple lamang. Mag-uumpisa sa iyong likod na naka-glide position. Panatiling pantay ang paa kasama ang iyong toes na nakaturo at ang iyong kamay na nasa gilid sa may hita. Next, without pushing, straighten out your arms with your palms facing your feet. In a single motion, sweep your arms quickly towards your feet, bending your elbows and wrists throughout the stroke to push water backwards. Breathing and coordination for the elementary backstroke. In the elementary backstroke, the arms and legs provide power at the same time. The kick takes less time than the arms because the legs moves a shorter distance than the arms and they are stronger. For these reasons, you should begin the recovery of the arms before the legs. Breathing and coordination sa elementary backstroke. Ang kamay at paa nagbibigay lahas ng sabay sa pag-swimming. That's all. Thank you for watching.